good people of Ghana, is your Nigerian girl Pleasure bringing you political news in our channel Ghanatube. Frank and Dompreh has actually raising so much concern on the happenings in Ghana. According to him, he said that he actually knew that the NDCs will fall, but he didn't expect them to fall this early. Is NDC actually falling? What is happening that is making him say such thing? Or was he actually thinking or believing that some things were actually going to rapidly be fixed? Why are people actually thinking that NDC has fallen? Like, did NDC actually fail us? Anyway, let's dive into the news of the day. The minority chief whip in parliament, Frank Dompreh, has stated that although he expected John Mahama's administration to fall or fail in governing the country, he is surprised by how quickly that failure has actually become apparently. Oh wow. Apparently, his submission is that things are not moving the way they are ought to move, and he has actually seen this as the government not doing well enough, and from his own angle he's seeing it that it is obviously too early for such thing to start happening. That's why he has actually come out to say that he said yes, he knew that the NDC will fall, but he didn't expect it to happen this early. But is NDC actually failing? Are they not trying to do the things they are doing? What is his own opinion on this? And I know you too, you have your own opinion on what is happening in today Ghana. You have the right at least to pen down, to tell us, comment how you actually feel that the government is ruling this country. Is the NDCs doing well? Do you prefer the MPP party, or do you actually want the MPP party to come back to power? According to the member of the parliament in Nsawam, from the very beginning, he was convinced that the John Mahama's administration had nothing substantial to offer. That's the country in terms of progress and development. Well, I think it's actually very much early for these assumptions or for this backlash, because it's just 4 months into the office. You don't really know their plan. We actually heard them with so much promises, and their campaign promises, they actually gave us what Ghana and Ghanaians actually need, and I think they are actually unfolding them one after the other. So everyone should not be disappointed. We should actually watch and see how they've planned their ways and how they plan whatever they want to do for the people of Ghana. And speaking in Asempa Radio, Annor Dompreh criticized the Minister of Government Communication, Felix Kwekwe-Ofosi, for his recent comments regarding the cocaine airline allegation made by the minority ranking member on the Defense and Interior Committee of Parliament, Reverend John Ntimfo-Joe. If you are the Minister of Communication and speak on behalf of the President, then every time you speak, it is as though President himself is speaking. That is actually your position, and your position is actually to speak for the President to the people of Ghana. And this is how we actually see it. But according to whatever that is happening, the reactions, the comments we got from that of what he said about the cocaine and the money laundering aircraft that landed in Ghana, allegedly though, and people are not just buying the idea. They're seeing it that he didn't say what people were supposed to think, and actually it's supposed to be the president that should address it. But since he has addressed it, everybody is seeing it that he is actually addressing it on behalf of the president. If you are the Minister of Communication and speak on behalf of the president, then every time you speak, it is as though the president himself is speaking. In one breath, the president urged collaboration and correlations. In another, you jumped the gun and accused Reverend Ntimfo-Joe of lying, even going as far as calling him a clown. Why do you do such comments? Like, where do such comments actually come from? They should remember that pride comes before a fall, but the NDC's fall has begun to show too early. With most governments, it takes about 1-2 years before problem became evident. But with the NDC, they have been in the office for just less than 6 months, and already their shortcomings are becoming too clear, he said. The MP also urged Ghanaians to prepare themselves for a series of scandals that he believes will engulf the NDC government by 2026. Wow. I will not curse the government, but by the next year, you will witness the numerous scandal and will pledge the Mahama administration in 2024 will also be witnesses, Dompreh actually stated. Please watch as he said it.
Into your Minister for Communication, you speak for the president. Assembly who can be as a president,
of course.
So at one breath, yes, at one breath, President Zamun collaborate. At another breath, you have jumped the gun and say that through the woody na sofumuku you are, or use a word clown. I mean, FIFA. Now you see, they should know that pride comes before a fall. Now, more dear, I'm a fall leader. I shall see and tell them to do. No could be a bind be a bar at least 1 year or 2 years now. No master no say being koye. But more dear, the busumi is young pom by me bomb by next year. Bro, you know no workroom. Boom scandals a BP. Into your Minister for Communication, you speak for the president. Assembly who can be as a president,
of course.
So at one breath, yes, at one breath, President Zamun collaborate. At another breath, you have jumped the gun and say that through the woody na sofumuku you are, or use a word clown. I mean, FIFA. Now you see, they should know that pride comes before a fall. Now more dear, I'm a fall leader. I shall see and tell them to do. No could be a bind be a bar at least 1 year or 2 years now. No master no say being koye. But more dear, the busumi is young pom by me bomb by next year.
A lot of people have actually reacted to this happening, and they've actually, so some, it's actually divided. We still have some NDCs coming out to defend the NDC's bodies and actually trying to pick a fight, while our MPP, some of them are actually commending the minority chief whip in parliament for bringing out this observation that people are actually, not only him, some other persons have actually come up with their own observation on how the NDCs are running the government already. And it actually has been causing so much speculations online, and people are beginning to say their minds. But in all, I just want you to know that this might just be NDC taking their time to do what they want to do, and actually not being best, or maybe trying to show people that everything is not actually well. Please do well to comment how you see this. Also like, comment and follow, put on notification bell so you get all our news one by one. Thanks my people.